Good morning all. Good morning. Good morning. Actually, on behalf of Professor Benvenuta, Department of Oncology, Medical Oncology, it's an honor to me to speak today with you about clinical trials and the new revolution in clinical trials exactly in oncology. Actually, to speak about clinical trials, we try to check the clinical trials development in the world, to check. We here choose exactly oncology cancer cases and other cases and clinical trials of the world. You can see where's Europe and America high projects of the clinical trials, while in Europe and East Europe, for example, Ukraine 567 projects, in the Middle East 918. When we make shortly about the Middle East, we check in KC 54, UAE 911. So it's these clinical trials. Yeah? Difference between Europe, for example, and USA. So clinical trials 97, 95% in USA, while in Middle East would be 1%. Yeah? From where we come? I come from Dnipropetrovsk, with population 1 million, was founded 1776, and the largest airspace in this study center in former USSR. The university that I have here is Dnipropetrovsk State Medical Academy, was founded in 1916. We have more than 5,000 students and 3,000 advanced trained physicians. The fourth hospital, the hospital we have working and the Department of Oncology localized, we have yearly about one clinical hospital for the places the beds for 1,000 patients. Yearly we treated totally more than 25,000 patients, surgical procedure 8,500 patients, medical staff 1,500 people, and physician 330. MD we have 6 professors, and total number 21 of department. We have radiology, oncology, urology, all the department, and the hospital 30 floors just depending on oncology and cancer cases, just oncology. So we speak that in Ukraine, for example, and East of Europe, we have a huge population. We see that a lot of patients with oncology cases. For example, in practice, daily we check new diagnostic cancer 13 patients. We treated, will go ahead and show the number of the patients. And as you know, in the third world, we have not supplement and provided from government financial. It's worked by our sponsors and clinical trials and some of us spoke about. Department of Oncology and Medical Radiology Chemotherapy Center, we have more than 265 clinical trials. We start work from 2002. Number of patients that participate for the first time are more than 3,000 patients. We have randomization per year from 34 to 39 patients, 0. Number of informed consents more than 500. If you see about clinical trials, foreign that we see open 21 enrollment, treatment 21, follow-up activity 50 and 56, like the numbers. Site instruction. Later I will have read this short video for 1 minute. We show us our secret. Actually, we have the chemotherapy department, oncology, a surgical oncologist, all type of oncologist, specialty urology, gynecology, all type of surgery. We have the diagnostic, and we have the own lab, that most modern qualified laboratory with modern technology. We have CT scan, pharmacy, all pharmacies, development, technical group, and development group. Investigative site staff. We spoke about RDB Orientas. Professor Benvenuta is the head of this clinic. We have PI1, PI design, also one person response. We have more than 40 investigators, 14 data managers, all these old stuff. We have nurse pharmacologists and laboratory center administration, IT specialties, because supporting the doctoral physicians. Actually, when we begin to start with this slide, we have 6 slides we discussed with the professor to make it shortly. If you see here, for example, if you see here, let's get back to you. No, yeah, 2011, we have more than 2049, 2050 patients. 2012, we get here 26, 2070. Why it's come down at the end of the year? 12 because we started the revolution in Ukraine and the war with Russia. So increase the patients because increase the clinical trial sponsors because they want safety place where you can do clinical trials for the guarantee for the safety of the patients and the projects. You understand? It's a lot of investigations. Yeah? This is our result. But we can continue work on because we have 9 clinical centers in Ukraine and we're the first one in the east of Europe. I will show you the total results of the statistic now in my second slide. Yeah. Small things make big differences. Outpatients, more made of treatments, patients depend on 3 flows, infusion, tablets, and analysis, 3 days infusion, QR code, I will see this video shortly, applications, 100 minutes per day, we're checking it from all the company on the wards, control system, site call center, we have data management translations, and computerized calculations, and we have no-check mistake daily online for the physicians, for the lab, for the PI that's controlled through the computer system. Clinical trial site management system, investigator. We have the relationship between physician, pharmacology, laboratory, CT scan, we see data manager, statistic, report, and reference system. Believe me, work between the FDA, we have visit without finding. We sit with most people at Europe, for example, the first of the beginning, who work in clinical trials at USA. It's so hard to investigation in the east of Europe, given development, because it was from USSR system, yeah? But we grow up, we work by ourselves, as we said, we use our mind more. Our possibilities, planning, monitoring, and statistics. Working short for each trials, and teams, physician, and departments. Registration of each accomplished procedures, QR code system, online laboratory results. So, for example, we put our practice in Ukraine to make CBC or biochemistry. Patients come in the morning, give their test, and maybe end of the day with the results ready because of huge population and the rest of the laboratory systems. While our clinic, we have we see CBC from 1 minute will be ready. Yeah. So the physician, if they don't get in the mails online, will show you on the system. We can check the results. So important, the safety of the patients, because unfortunately patients receiving chemotherapy to the next presentation will be for me, they have complications and side effects. And we must prepare all the time the patient to receive chemotherapy. Chemotherapy is so toxic, so we must get a safety. Maybe we can kill the patients on one of the treatments. And we don't have time to check a per day, for example, 16 hours, while we get the results of hematological test, leukopenia, anemia, because the patient received chemotherapy. Yeah? We don't stop in this position and this view. We go ahead and we will, Professor, think about site TV media holding. We have own site TV channel for the hospital, for the clinic, for just the hospital and department of oncology. This site TV channel on YouTube, site TV, the name. We have a newspaper site, internet site, radio, online site TV planning. About site TV, working from 17th March 2015, we have more than 200, today more than 136, I think. Total video duration 30 hours, work formation at site TV. We get used that, I say, even I think around Middle East, clinical trials will be for the rabbit, it's just experience. Once it's clear and open, we do this, we don't have sponsors, we don't have to make discussions and start to, this would be the FDA and American organization and CCM and GCP going to take the practice, yeah, so it's clear. I'll just do one thing now. Sorry, video, voice, no voice. Go back, video voice. There is a record. There's a record, there's a voice. Comments. Sound.
Team of 100 highly qualified specialists. Staff education and grade programs in 35 countries all over the world. Creation of computerized site management system is one of the keys to success. System of logistics is the possibility to start the treatment and receive the results in the timeliest manner possible, which helps to increase work efficacy and save time and resources. modernly equipped laboratory department, up-to-date computer tomography center, reliable and secure pharmaceutical warehouse, cutting-edge equipment, participation in more than 300 international conferences and congresses, more than 120 publications in top international editions, successful FDA and international independent audit inspections.
Thank you. So I'm hearing our projects actually
System of
yeah.
investigator needs only to indicate when the procedure is going to be performed. Procedure schedule is done by the system for the whole period of the trial. For example, this trial is planned for 759 days. Each investigator can see planned procedure for the day of a given trial for a corresponding visit. Current date is always highlighted in yellow. Procedures planned for the next day needs confirmation from an investigator. Planned procedure scheduling for laboratory provides data for trial, subject, visit name, and plan analysis for the given day. All details are taken into consideration. For example, a blue snowflake means that the laboratory needs dry ice for samples.
Yeah. What I show you now is our system. Can you please stop on it? Stop the pause. Yeah, this is investigators, our own system. We have in the system that we have all our programists. Nowhere in the world they have our system. We have been technical crime in the world, we show you where. Actually, the system, I don't know, it's so quickly as treatments. We are such a pure, the same as in the, to check the procedures, the patient, the clinic. I'll show next slides. We have planning a schedule for the patients for 3-4 years in front. We have a change. We must deal to get confirmed for the schedule. We get as a physician in the office immediately all the results, CT scan, the CBC biochemistry, all the tests for the sick patients. Thus, we can take decision as a physician to start the infusion chemotherapy. As you know, with the infusion, we have a schedule, one time in 21 days, or daily, or monthly, depending on the disease and the type of chemotherapy, the system of chemotherapy. So, there's a protocols, infusion protocols between each. We finish the presentation, yeah? You come back, please. All patients, I don't control anything. We finished. Yeah, stop, pause. If we give time between each course of chemotherapy, ask you and myself, we don't have urgency that's the tumor or the cancer cells will stop and thinking why we keep exchanging when we give the infusion. So why don't we chemotherapy daily, for example, or every week, or every, as I want to say, physician, we have protocols. So we're supposed to make the patients, safe to the patients, and prepare him to see in the moments the chemotherapy, that's when we get the results. Because in our experience, we have a lot of successful results. Patients get healthy. Or lung cancer, metastasis in the lung, in the livers, for example, they get actually medical treatments. Patients who have a lot of successful results because of depending the quality and high modification treatments. Please, here it also will be a video. Can you use it, please? Video. The people is come on. Okay, I'll just tell you about what I spoke about part one for all the patients. They receive message of the help of the patient for our clinic in the phones, in the mails. When they have the procedures confirmed, that's a reminder. They come in the morning with the reception. They get the barcode with the stimulus in the shops. They have to come to the lab to check. CBC will be online with doctors. about the procedures, the time when the patients come to the bed, or exact time, the start of the infusion, pre-medication, post-medication, and the finish of the infusion. We write all the same, and actually we give guarantee for the patients to receive chemotherapy support depending on the clinical trials and NCCN and NCCN's recommendation and FDA foundation. Thank you for your attention. Sorry for the technical errors. I can't show the video. Thank you for your time. If any questions, please, I'm ready to answer you. Yes.
Thank you. Do you deal with solid tumors only or leukemias as well within your
Yes, we're not in the hematology department. We don't have hematological leukemia in these cases, but we have in our hospital the department of hematology. They have clinical trials that work on this subject, but where I'm working in the department of hematology, medical oncology, we work in solid tumors. We work actually in our practice all type of cancer, breast cancer, lung cancer. We have high population of patients in this. Yes,
Are you based within a district general hospital or you are a unit of its own? And the reason I'm asking is that chemotherapy has a lot of complications. So what kind of backup do you have when patients become septic or have some complication?
Complication?
Yeah, complication of chemotherapy.
Thank you so much for your question. Actually, all the time we give attention to the safety of the patients, and we have all protocols. For example, lung cancer, we have a team from sub-investigators, we have data manager, we have physician. So we always think about, we have two different practices in Korea. For the government practice, where the patient have one physician come and do test in the morning and the evening have results. The next day the patients get the government treatments, and after that go home. In our clinic we have independent clinical trials international. We have agreement for the patients. You see the agreement that will be include the trials within family. We split everything. We have a citation on all the procedures, all the consultation. In your question here about, so we have control on the safety of the patients. And before the patient starts chemotherapy, absolutely we prepare cardiologists, all the specialists, all the physician in each project. For example, internal medicine, cardiology of the heart, because we have complication with a hematologic complication, a heart complication, and for example, lung cancer will be bleeding. We will need vascular surgery embolization because the patient will receive the chemotherapy, not in the moment to receive it. This chemotherapy will have to bleed him with cough and will be complication. Maybe we use the embolia, for example, with the patients. So we prepare the patient. We don't start chemotherapy while we're preparing. And after we give the patient, will be the second presentation for the complication and the prophylactic. Today, I think the second section. Absolutely, we have complication, and with that, there are not any patient who says chemotherapy without complication. It's not right. We have, for example, some application, alopecia. Yeah, we have it. Yeah, it's normal patient application. But the complication that will be caused of death of the patients, we try immediately to take the way of symptomatic or the way of treatment, maybe surgery, to save his life. So we have complication, we all have complication, but we have even side effect all the time. We report to the company using CRF. So doctors, for example, will open literally the first stage by CTC. So we use CTC all the time. 2014, the last recommendation. For all these, even hypertension, the patient have hypertension will open CTC the first stage. Sure. I hope that answers your question, sir. Thank you so much. Questions?
Any more questions? Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.